When I listened to a cover of this song about an hour ago, I didn't expect to end up here. And with heavy feels already coming out of me, I need to hear the original. Now it's about the lyrical content for me. I'm not somehow magically exploiting Highwayman. It's the I had a whole other intention because I was going to talk about the. Sometimes I get frustrated, road ragey, and I long for the return of the highwaymen to lay waste to the arrogant nobles who think they own the road. Joining their ranks would be a privilege and an honor. And the song hit hard because, right, you know, I either want to work to build something, take care of my family and the ones I love, or maybe die in battle at the last glorious stand. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a meme, not Rollen's actual opinion. But what do I know? All opinions over here are for entertainment purposes only. And I got to lift the mood a little bit because I ain't getting all teared up. I was in a bad mood. Now I'm in a sad mood. But I also respect those who paid the heaviest toll and live in legend or infamy.
I was a highwayman. Along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. And many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade, and many a soldier left his lifeblood on my blade. They finally hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, and I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner around the Horn to Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow, and when the yards broke off, they say that I got killed. I am living still. I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide.
I thought I was pushed into a corner, having to admit that grateful for the creation of a track, but the actual outlaw Western spirits rechanneling it into their cover had won me over. But then these just enough. What a great song. No matter who did it. I mean, Tommy, he put the first one I listened to today. Great vocalist, no harm there. Blazing guitar in the thing, so definitely woo, amped it up a notch. But the truth is I was looking for more of the heavy feels. Instead of homage to a great song, I think I appreciate channeling the artist channeling the idea contained within the lyrics of the song. Oh shit, I think I got it there. And to me, that I think there's a huge difference. I think it comes through in how much one makes me feel something Yeah. And the other is just a great cover. Now, as an ex-musician, I would have been damn happy just to do good covers. I went with the other way and tried to put feeling into songs that no one wanted to listen to. It would have been better just to kick ass and be musically proficient, I think, in the long run, which is not a shot at Tommy and his cover. It's self-reflective. No legend being forged in my own mind, but nowhere else. Now this thing definitely kicked into just. It's not that I didn't like it. I'm just, man, this part. Enough.
I was a dam builder across the river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado.
That's just such a good.
I slipped and fell into.
Well, we've heard it enough. Now this is the third time in a row, but I just like the is it the intonation? What's the how the emphasis on the syllables in Colorado? I just think that's so cool, and the magic of language and music and words.
Deep and wide, where steel and water did collide.
Like just
A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado.
that's so cool.
I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
Okay, and then I have to be the total a-hole I am. I hear that that's mostly conspiratorial, and that any construction crew worthy of anything wouldn't let a body flaw the constructions and dig that shit out, because you don't really want that in your settling concrete. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if we have misconceptions from mobs, but then at the same time, when no one's looking, they're probably dumping stuff in there left and right. So, what do I know? I don't. Zero. I just know that this discussion has come up. But powerful imagery, even though it invokes the quicksand meme. Because as a child of the 80s, I really thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem in life, and it turns out it's not. It's a good way to kill 20 minutes in a movie, though. I didn't know that at the time. I was getting fooled into believing quicksand was everywhere. I'm just saying. Sad. It could have just fallen in the water and drowned. It still could have been a legend. But this is much more.
They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound, but I am still around.
Well, and then, not to make jokes, but I am trying to pick my day up. If your dude buried in the concrete at Hoover Dam, they're going to tell stories about, Jerry, they left him in there. Yeah, no, the kids go down there, talk to their grandpa a couple times a month. Yeah, no, living legend. Down in layer 3. Forever.
It all goes round and 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 round.
I had no clue I was going to listen to the Highwayman 3 times in a row. And then the wise play would definitely be not put them out all in a row. I mean, who wants to watch that? I'm supposed to cater to the people that want to grow, but shit. Well, I'd rather let the bus riders know that, oh, shit. Yeah. having a bad day. And I think, weirdly enough, did you hear that note rising up? It was like I felt a weight lifted at that moment. Now I think that's just because I was able to make a joke in light of, it's kind of emotional for me because I think a lot of people have built things and got forgotten to the the dust of time. The idea of your accomplishments living beyond you. Powerful, powerful thing. And being able to joke at it all is equally as powerful. So I'm grateful to turn the frown upside down and maybe move on with some more stuff. This is such a good song, and I would have never guessed there was going to be a healing component. You want real? Real is nothing that's popular on this channel. It's really entertaining for those who like it, but it's mostly hollow, like most DJs on the radio. This moment, it's just grateful it's captured for eternity, or as long as they allow it to exist. That shit all just made a difference in, at the very least, a mindset that I had going on. And I think I'd like to give it up to the power of music and art and entertainment. It's not enough to build an altar in my closet to and make offerings, but it's definitely enough to admit that it's better than the best psychiatrist or, analyst I've ever had. Even the one that kind of helped me. I would say this moment was more powerful than that because it took her a lot longer to get me to say what I needed to say than it took this song. Now, isn't that the power of it all? Especially if you're willing to interpret it for yourself instead of take the popular view of it all. It's a great beat and I can dance to it type thing. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a rhetorical rant. I think you know my answer. I am grateful this moment existed.
I'll fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain.
And then that. Damn. Reflecting on those two lines is actually really just key. Just piles on the feelings. You know? Especially reading the backstory, if it's actually inspired by some infamous hanging of a highwayman, right? All the way to the simple interactions of, ooh, the drop of rain. Oh, shit. See, I get it. I hope. I'm going to go fucking pet my dog. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Oh, the drop of rain brings it back to normal people. Because you might not be anything. Fuck me. Fuck me. shit. Oh. So much rage right now over I made it clear I'm an ex-con. I align with the infamous way more than the normal. And I'm struggling as society crumbles. Because just like other things out there, I see moments of LARPing and acting and unfocused aggression and complete chaos when we need strong-willed highwaymen to clean some shit up. And it makes me angry. And mostly I'm angry because I don't know how to sell out as a normie. But I know how to move up the ladder right now in an instant if I left my life behind me. Chaos is king. You have the will to do what you want. You can do what you want. Come full circle, Tommy's cover didn't have the heart. None of the vocals invoked a feeling that connected to me to the lyrics at all. As I'm a big baby, obviously this shit's hitting down the deep post-traumatic stress level. I don't think people understand that. I listened to a serial killer slam his head into the wall and beg to be killed. I listened to that for a year. Get in the shower and try to antagonize all the African American inmates who were in the shower at the time with some real strong hate speech. I think you can figure out what he was saying. And it was a bit because he wanted to get beat up. He wanted to get hurt. He's the same person that killed a couple humans and begged the police to catch him. And he's a broken individual who needed some sort of help. And instead he was in a cage slamming his head against the wall, crying. You ever see Blackfish? You ever see that shit? Now take all of those uppity lefty feels and apply it to the animals they put in cages in every prison. I know why they don't go straight. Because they create cogs in a different type of machine there. I'm not a conformist, so I just did my time. Tried to make a change. Well, did make a change. And I now live in a time where I feel like I made the worst. No, I didn't. I made the best choices of my life, and I'm grateful, and I ain't going to hurt my honey or our life at all. Let's clarify, being it sucked it all out of me. That would just be stupid. But I ask myself the question, where would I be right now if I didn't go straight? And it's tough. And then, unfortunately, this song resonates with all ends of the spectrum. I'm very positive. And instead of addressing, I could just be that single drop of rain. I know how many baubles I stole. I don't know how much blood ended up on my blade. That's none of your business. Not very much. I wasn't much of a fighter. It turns out I would be a much better tactician than an actual infantryman. And then special ops assignments would be much more creative than just throwing bodies at each other. Like a lone highwayman working a stretch where the royalty of the area seem oblivious to the rules and safety of others. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Oof, what the hell happened? At the same time, the Starship thing, boy, it actually works better here than in the Country Boys version. I think that's what did me in, is the big hook, which to me is that drop of rain, was really noticeable in the Tommy cover. Tore my soul out in this one. Like, I think the storytelling hit hard. I can see why they wanted to redo this. I mean, this moment is so powerful to me. Just because, right, you either just conquered the universe, but you're still going to go back to be that infamous Highwayman from the beginning. Or your Rutger Hauer's Tears in the Rain speech.
Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will still remain.
I highly recommend going up and looking at the Blade Runner Rutger Hauer Tears in the Rain speech. If you're interested where I'm channeling the ideas through, that's for sure right there. It lines up pretty good, I think.
Back again.
Hunter, I was remembering the person when we got Hunter who said Hunter was terrified and didn't want to be here. Now, you ever seen one of them stretchy tube cats? This one is just looking to get all stretched out, and I'm pretty sure he knew I was bumming out, so he come over here to give me some feline attention. Is that true? Are you my buddy? You are. Well, I mean, what can I say? I obviously made an ass of myself for people who think it's soft and weak. I definitely vented out more than I could. I can't imagine what that would cost me from a therapist. How long do you think it would take to get that breakthrough? Realize that you're resentful because you watch these piss-ass punk criminals play with each other and you could just go to town. Because their weakness is palpable. Random acts of violence ain't that scary. There, I'll give you some good advice. Don't walk into the tornado. They're really obvious from a long ways away. If they pop up, dump in a ditch or something, because there's some things you can't escape, of course. But if you, other than knowing you're really going to save the burning baby, don't run into the building that's on fire. Stay away. Stay away from the drama, and it won't dick with you. And that's the problem right now, is you can watch video after video of a bunch of people playing at some shit because they're allowed to. You know what I don't see anywhere? Actual motivated, organized people doing something about it. And that's scary to me because I think then what happens when it does. Now, Hunter here alone would not tolerate me being gone and joining any groups or getting involved, becoming a lone highwayman. No, he would be sad. He has a dependency on belly rubs, whisker scratches, and a bowl full of kibble. Ah, buddy, you don't mind that chicken I bring home either. So my reflections are strictly entertainment only. As rage-filled as I am, it creates depression and sadness and workout bursts. Never let's go fight our enemies. But the frustration is obviously real, and the amount of power I believe this generates in its lyrical content hit the core bad guy like you don't know. I don't ever want to be that guy again. And I got 20 fucking years. The world makes it hard. The world makes it difficult. I hate to be an asshole, but I was thinking about this now since I said it out loud. I mean, the amount of havoc a person, a well-directed person, could cause in a furry suit right now, because the chaos in this country is hidden behind, I guess, cute fox costumes, shit like that. The amount of ability to infiltrate an enemy right now is so through the roof. Sorry, one of my MOs was disguises, and they didn't, know who we were by visual identification. And I think to myself, you have an opportunity to hide, and nothing's getting rectified. So it must mean that the authority, the true power, is protecting the chaos. Because if opposite-minded individuals can do nothing, then, gosh, it must be approved. And then I come full circle to why it tore my heart out. Because if we're really, I bitch about it at work, if we're at approved crime, holy shit, I am going without a lot of stuff. No, that's bullshit. It's not true. Ange gets really mad at me because it turns out that's that instant evil gratification shit. And that the only problem is there's not a way to come up with that by working harder. That turned out to be a sucker's bet for me. Because, at 56, I just made the most I've ever made in my life. So, it ain't looking that good. So it makes you frustrated, I think. And I can't be the only person. I can't be. I can't be unique in this position where the world itself is like a weight. But what might squirt out the other side, I'm scared of too. So do you want to get crushed by it? Do you want that force to forge that coal into a diamond? Or are there third options? I don't know. I just know I can't be alone being miserable every day, thinking that, okay, I'm not miserable every day, but I'm thinking there's trouble a brewing. And the stand-up nature of even the bad guy in this song, because they all align with that spirit kind of thing, And I'm just talking about the song. It's very powerful. Very powerful. Really got my juices flowing. And to be honest, I can't ask for much more than that. I'm very excited to move on. But I'm grateful for the experience I just had. But I'll be damned if it ain't embarrassing. So there you go. Tore me up. I don't know. I wanted to quit my job the other day, so see, I'm that close to packing it in. So I needed this more than you will ever know. Because I don't go to see a therapist no more. Do we? We can't afford it. And it turns out healthcare is a scam. I just got all that therapy for free by not lying to myself once. Damn straight that's a public service. Later.